Welcome to the show, everyone, and oh my gosh, happy Friday to everybody out there. We're live on Facebook. Hi to everybody out there, and like us and share the show. We're going to share it later on and all of that. So today, I have with me my first guest who has been on with me now 17 years. And I have to tell you, I am so fortunate. We are actually fortunate to have Doc, the owner of Hypnotic One, who actually is here in Arizona. Doc, you want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do and what makes you so different? Because a lot makes you different. I'm just going to tell you
I think
right now.
everybody's different, but I'm a hypnotherapist, but you know what, it's so much more than that. Hypnosis is one of the tools I use. I use a lot of different tools, but I help people achieve their goal. Whether it's making money or better conversations with people, better relationships, getting off drugs, alcohol, smoking, depression. I tell you what, I've been working with a lot of people on depression and motivation here this year already. It seems like after the pandemic, everybody just kind of slowed down and huddled down. They're not thinking the way they used to.
Is what they did. They freaked out.
That's about it. And it got them out of their motivation to move forward. And they're getting into a new habit of procrastination. Who cares? And, I'll get to it later. Or that really doesn't matter. And we got to get these people back up and motivated again.
So before you came on, you asked the question. I didn't really ask it. You sort of just laid it out there. And you said, if you are happy with where you're at, if you're making the kind of money you want to make, don't call me, right?
That's about it. I'm here for helping people to move to the next level of their life or their business or their communication, relationships. Otherwise, if you're not achieving the things that you really want to and something's holding you back, then you probably need to give me a call and set up an appointment and come in and I'll work with you for about an hour, explain what I can do, what I can't do, what hypnosis is, what it's not. And like I say, I use a lot more things than just hypnosis. But we have a 98% success rate with everybody we work with, whether it's a habit you want to get rid of or an addiction or just overeating or whatever it may be.
Here's the thing about addictions. A lot of times people don't want to get off of it because they're afraid of getting, dealing with
the withdrawals.
With withdrawals, exactly.
There's no such thing when you work with me.
No, not at all. You never take anything away from anybody. That's including food.
Yep.
That means dieting. That's including drugs. You say, go ahead, keep on doing whatever you want to do. Also alcohol, right?
Right.
And you don't take away anything. You're also, if you are out there and have ever been to one of those rehabs, you absolutely know that those are super expensive, super expensive. But also, you come out, you've been there, you might dry up for a little bit. Guess what happens when you come out?
Yeah, reality. The real world is out there waiting for you, and the dealers and everything is out there, and you have the stresses and everything else that you had before that you didn't have while you was in rehab. And so the real world just kind of smacks you in the face, and most people fall back in their old rut within about a week to 2 weeks. And that's sad. They just spent like $30,000 to go through that.
That's some big
or maybe
chunk of
their
money.
insurance did, which is even worse about it. But all of a sudden you're back in the same thing because they didn't do what I do. And I find the underlying problem and get rid of that, then the addiction's actually a symptom, and the symptoms go away.
Now, the other thing that I want to explain to everybody about you is that you actually write each program specific for each person. Now, obviously you have programs, but you take that program and then you rewrite the program to be for each individual.
And that's right. All of our programs are custom built for the client. Otherwise, as you said, I do have a lot of programs out there already done that I give the person for that first week, get them used to going in and out of hypnosis, get them used to start understanding the direction we're going to be going, and get them used to thinking a little bit different, because when they come back in, they all think a little bit different because they all have preconceived ideas what hypnosis is, and all of a sudden when they go through it, it's totally different.
The other thing too is that when you work with Doc, you have him for the rest of your life. Now, I mean, I'm serious about this. This is what's really cool about it, because number one, you have a lifetime warranty with you, and you will not let them fail.
That's it. When you go to most therapists, they're gonna charge you $300-400 an hour, and you ask them how many the session's gonna take, they don't know. And so you just keep paying. They have real no motivation to get you done. I hate to use the word cured or healed and gone, because then they're out of a client. You're going to be with me, and I'm gonna be with you for your lifetime. Otherwise, you don't even have to ask me a question, how much does it cost per session? No, because you can have as many as you want. And I do write the program especially for that person, not for their problem, because we haven't figured out what the problem is. We know what the situation is, and we know what the what's happening to them, but we don't know the underlying problem, and we will find that out in the first 1 or 2 sessions.
The number to call them is 602-547-0446. You can check them out. It's HYPNOTIC1.com. And Doc has been doing this now for over 40 years, all over the world. And like I said before, we're really lucky to have you here. And there's a lot of people, you talked about procrastination, and we know that every single one of you out there are the biggest procrastinators. We all are. We all are. And the fact is that you don't have to be. And a lot of people, they get like this idea about hypnotherapy and all of that, and they think they're going to be quacking like a, a duck and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, if you don't pay me, then you'll quack like a duck. Now, the thing is I don't do stage work, and that's what most people understand about hypnosis. But the thing is, it is not stage work, and it takes a normal human being 21 to 30 days of doing something consistently to make a new habit. So we are not just breaking a habit, we're just replacing it with a healthy, beneficial habit. All my programs are based A, on common sense, B, on good health, and C, on reprogramming the subconscious mind so it automatically works for you instead of against you. Those dieters out there that have tried every diet in the book, and they lose a few pounds, but they've lost them same pounds over and over again. What do we do a little different? Well, first of all, we're going to get you in good health, and let your body take care of it. But that subconscious mind, the one says, I can't handle this diet any longer, heck with it, I'd rather be happy and heavy, you just go back to it, and then after a while you do it again.
And guess what? When you've been with Doc, because he's changed your mindset, you can't wait to be healthy
that thing
and
on
thin again.
on your shoulders, that electrochemical organic computer, we reprogram. You got a virus in it, we got to get it out.
That number to call is 602-547-0446. I got it in there. So we're going to keep on talking in there. Okay.
What are we going to talk about?
Well, I don't know. We've
I
just
don't
been sort
know
of talking
either.
about you right now.
I don't know too.
I think what we're going to do is go back to this. We've done this and it's been a while. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. I give you nice stuff and you just tear it up.
That's how long this has been.
You know, those are my colors of my company.
Purple and green.
Well, I don't have the green, but I got the purple, the gray.
He's got
Oh.
purple. He's got purple too.
Yeah. I
He's
like
into
the purple's my
purple.
favorite color.
There you go.
I had a purple motorcycle.
See, I knew I liked you.
Mine's blue now though.
What is it, John?
Blue.
Did you paint it or get a new one?
I got a different one. This thing is just so, I had a
Did you have your
2001
car?
Deuce that I had.
Did you have the truck painted yet?
Truck, car,
Everything?
yeah.
Who did your
Just
paint
needed
job
something
for?
new.
You know, believe it or not, Mako, and it turned out really good.
Yeah.
I was really surprised.
You know, those are the best gloves. I have the military style of those.
I
before-
just picked them up. You know what? They do what I want to do. As long as you're not falling over.
Well, yeah, but what I'm talking about is like the knuckles. That's
Yeah.
You wear a helmet.
I don't plan on crashing.
It's not
Yeah, I
you,
don't
it's
wear
the other people.
Doc's like me. He doesn't want to marry for the hairline.
Well, yeah, I had a hat on, so I had a
Like
helmet.
Solar Sandy.
But the thing is if I'm gonna have an accident, take me all the way out. Don't have the brain bucket be brain dead.
Oh, man.
Well, I tell you, family friends of ours, they used to own, before drive-through liquor stores and all that stuff was big. They owned one, but it wasn't a liquor store. You could buy beer there, but it was mostly Wonder Bread, lunch meat.
Yeah.
Him and his wife were on their motorcycle just going up the street, and a car cut him off. They went underneath it. She survived, and he did. But you know, everybody said, well, if he would have had a helmet on, he'd be alive. I said, what makes you? It's not a matter of how he wrecked. It's he went underneath the car, and the car ran him over. So
See, the idea is to be a defensive driver, and I really am. I'm looking, because I know there's somebody out there wanting to take me out, and I'm always looking around me. I don't know how some of these guys ride without mirrors. That's just asinine. But this Heritage rides so much different, my Goose did. Oh, yeah.
Here we go. So welcome back, everyone. We're talking to Doc. He's the owner of Hypnotic One. If you have been hearing Doc before, 17 years here on this show, and give him a call and tell him what's going on, and he'll tell you how he can help you. Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone that you know, maybe it's your child, your grandchild. It doesn't matter who. He can help almost anybody change and make change more permanent.
And that's it. You know what? We can make anything permanent as long as you want it to be permanent.
Mm-hmm.
And you can change anything, and I showed you how to do it so much faster and easier than any other program out there. It's just phenomenal that they don't teach this in school,
Mm-hmm.
because school, I've had a lot of college kids, and parents bring in their adolescents to get them to learn better and get them to calm down a little bit, get rid of anger. And the thing is that computer they got sitting on their shoulder, you can program it, but most people don't know how. And once they come through it, and if I work with the student, I usually try to work with a parent too.
Oh, yeah?
That way they have better communications between them, because it doesn't do any good to keep yelling at somebody if they don't pick it up the first few times. Why keep doing the same thing? That's insanity, and we
A lot
don't
of
do
people
that.
do that though, right?
And we don't have to just hope it's gonna go away. We program it to go away and be replaced with something that's beneficial to them.
So I like doing this with you, and I'm just gonna, well, first let me get out your information for people. Maybe you'd like to call him and
What is
find
that
out what he
number?
can
What
do.
is my number?
602-547-0446.
And the website, go to my website, it's Hypnotic One, HYPNOTIC, the number 1.com.
Yeah, check it out, because you know what, first of all, I do also love your website, also because our television show is also there too, because I had that show and we did that there, and it was great. You'll love to see some of the different things that he has up there, but what he does also is he educates you right there on what this really is.
That's it, because first you gotta educate, then you gotta motivate, and then you gotta have the plan, the goal. Most people really don't have goals and plans on doing. I wanna lose weight. For a couple, 3 days, they don't eat something, and then it goes away because it's not put in their mindset. So we change it. If you don't like the extra, if you wanna take off that ugly extra 10 or 20 pounds or 40 pounds, and you don't like to exercise, and you don't like to diet, you're my favorite client. Because you don't have to go on a diet, but you will, but you don't force yourself into it.
You'll do it because you want to do it, and it'll be happening automatically.
And I never send somebody down to the health club or tell them to go jogging. No, I'm gonna show each and every person that goes through for weight or getting in better health, a 5-second exercise that they're gonna do, and I said 5 seconds, that you're gonna do periodically throughout the day. That way it doesn't raise your cortisol level or your insulin, and that way all of a sudden you start tightening and toning from, and everybody can do 5 seconds.
I can do anything for 5 seconds. So you say break any habit, fear, phobia, or addiction in as few as 3 to 7 days.
That's right. You know what? All we're doing is replacing that with one habit that's going to take that place, and you're going to want that more than you did the old habit you had. It's
So
just
let's
common
talk about
sense.
some of these things, okay?
Okay.
I'm ready. First of all, how do you help somebody with depression?
Depression, we find out what causes them to be depressed. They wasn't born depressed. Something happened in their life, and that changes their thinking. So remember that computer in their mind. We've got to go in there and find out what's depressing them. We automatically change it around. It doesn't matter how long you've been depressed or what caused it. We're going to find out, and we're going to turn it around for you.
I'm flipping this around from different things,
Sure.
okay? How do you help somebody with their memory?
Memory. Everything you've ever done, saw, heard, witnessed in any way is in that electrochemical organic computer. The idea is how to retrieve it. Most people keep telling themselves they have a bad memory, so they live up to it. I just can't remember that. Instead of telling themselves, I can remember that, it's coming, it's closer, yeah.
I have to go through the alphabet. I don't know anybody else, but that's what I have to do. All right, let me ask you this. How do you help somebody with increasing their sales?
Increasing their sales. Most salesmen out there are really not salesmen at all. They're just order takers. They're waiting for a potential client to take that service or product away from them. All you have to do is be a great presenter. Present it, and that's why that person is either in your office or showroom or calling you up because they want something. And everybody wants something, and you're going to provide it.
Check out Doc. First of all, number one, what you have, Doc, you have them for life, for the rest of your life, because if anything ever kind of comes back, you can come back into him. And how much does it cost, Doc?
You know what? That's free. It is totally free. Otherwise, you can call me about things that we didn't even work on, maybe 6 months or a year later, and I'll work on those with you.
So you can call them at 602-277-5369, and toll free is 1-866-536-1100.
Or you can really call me at my phone number, which is 602-547-0446.
Oh, you know what? What did I give the wrong one?
Uh-huh.
You know what? Listen to where I
There
was
goes her
at.
memory again.
Let me say it again, 602-547-0446. I just said the station's number, right? Okay, well,
Yep.
you can call in here, I'll get you connected with him. But okay, let me ask you this. What about with children? Because I know that you can help them with bedwetting,
Uh-huh.
okay?
That's simple.
That's simple. What about this? For kids that get bullied, can you help bullies stop
You
being
know
such
what,
a
that's
bully?
really tough. You know, is your child the bully or is the one bullying? And are they both in the same family? So the thing is we have to find out exactly what the underlying cause is, because usually when a bully is doing their thing, they're just trying to show their control over everybody.
That's
And-
what there you could hit it.
And that's
It's the
where
underlying
anger
crime.
also comes in, because when people are angry, especially kids, they're trying to take control of the people around them.
His number is 602-547-0446. Check him out. It's Hypnotic,
And
the
you can
number
go to
one
that
.com.
website, hypnotic1.com, HYPNOTIC, one.com. See what all the things we do, and see the new website, and see how it looks, and give me a call and tell me if you don't like it. Hey, that's it. Tell me what you don't like about it, or what you do like about it.
I want to ask you, how do you help people with, this is a big one that we've never talked about in a long time. Nail biting.
Nail biting. I just helped a lady with the urges of pulling her eyelashes and eyebrows. Nail biting is another thing. It's just a nervous condition response. You don't even think about it. It's so unconscious to most people, they just do it. When I have people that's coming in my office, I will look at their nails. I will look at their hair. I will look at their arm, and I'll say, how long have you had that nail biting problem? And they go, how do you know? Well, they're all chewed up. Because I can do 2 or 3 things at the same time. They might come in for one thing, say it's sleep, or they come in for an addiction when we get that taken care of. but at the same time, I'm doing the underlying thing that causes them to nail bite or pull their hair out, and all of a sudden they don't have that anymore. And we
you know
did
what
it at
else?
the same time.
You know what else that people, well, this is what happens with you all the time. So you come in, you have somebody that comes in, they might also next time come in with the husband. Because now the husband's seeing the wife change, and they're saying, I wanna be like she is. And then the next thing you know, the kids are coming, because they all start feeling better, looking great, and, you know, there's change.
And that's what happened. Years back, I run into a lady, and she sent her husband's secretary in to see me. Get him off cigarettes. Find that it worked so easy. She had tried for years and different things. And also she had the side effect that everybody gets a better sleep. And that's what her boss's wife needed. So now her boss's wife that sent her in comes in to see me for sleep, and then she sent her husband in for anger, then she sent her 3 kids in. So we worked with the whole family.
And because you know what, you see the difference, and you can see the difference in as little as 3 to 7 days. That's pretty awesome.
Why go through life unhappy or depressed or angry or upset? Let's have fun, pleasure, and excitement in our life, and we don't have to do it and gaining weight doing it because we don't do it with food. We have a lot of fun. A lot of times I have people come in that want to take off a few pounds. I said, well, you know what? You need more fun, pleasure, and excitement in your life. And out of 60-some thousand people, I've never had one say, no, I don't. Why do I know that? Because if they had more fun, pleasure, and excitement, they wouldn't be using food for it.
His number is 602-547-0446. We have a couple of minutes. I think that what I really want to also say is there's almost anything that you can help somebody with.
Yeah, if you got a problem and you're not getting it solved, why not? A, you don't know how, and B, you don't want it bad enough. And we will help you get over that. And all of a sudden, how we solve one problem will probably help you know the formula to solve most any other problem in your life.
The other thing too is that people need to understand that change is good. It is a good thing.
Yeah, change is one thing, it's fantastic. We can look into the future and see if we don't change how our life's gonna be, and we're the only animal on the planet can look at that and say, you know what, that's not what I want. I want to change now, and if I change now, I will have the life that I want.
His number again is 602-547-0446. Go up onto his website. It's HYPNOTIC, one.com. It's HYPNOTIC. Wait a minute.
N-O-T-I-C.
N-O-T-I-C. Okay, let me do it again. HYPNOTIC. And that is HYPNOTIC, one.com. Call him, leave a message, tell him what's going on, and he will tell you how he can help you. 602-547-0446.